So very good evening to all of you. Hope all of you are doing well. Good evening, good evening. So basically this is today's classes. You can say that, or basically professional knowledge basically. Either students who are preparing for JIB, consider this for JIB legal topic, and basically also for professional knowledge of banking. Clear? As in the earlier class, we have discussed regarding the banking regulation and monetary policy. So here I will discuss today. I will try to cover maximum to maximum content. So first of all, we have to discuss PMLA Act, and after that we have to discuss IT Act. IT Act is Information Technology Act. And what is PMLA Act? Please tell what is PMLA Act. Hello, Vilas. So what is PMLA Act? Please tell full form of PMLA. Yes, Anurag. Prevention of money laundering. Very, very important point. Where Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Clear? This topic. Okay, Vilas, good. If you have cleared both JIB, CIB. Basically, this topic is important. Yes, you will attend this class. So basically, this topic help us to gain knowledge regarding the incidents and regarding the KYC things. Clear? Yes, it is useful for all of us because we know many facts, and in interview we don't know what they ask. Clearly in exam we don't know what they ask. So we have to gain knowledge of all these points. If you have knowledge, then it is well and good. So prevention of money laundering. Anyone know what, under which year this act was enacted? Prevention of Money Laundering Act. In which year this act was enacted? Please tell in which year. 2002. This act further amended or not? This amendment was further amended in the upcoming year or not till now? Anyone know or not? Please comment fast. If you know, then comment. Otherwise say that we don't know, sir. Yes, I think in earlier this act was amended in 2017. Why? I will say only 2017 because I think many of you are aware that IIBF, basically Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, conduct exams, basically conduct certificate exams. Anyone know regarding the certificate exams of IIBF? Anyone know regarding the certificate exams of IIBF? Yes. Because IIBF conduct many certificate exams. So in this, there is one certificate exam on KYC, AML KYC, anti-money laundering and KYC. Clear? So in that, basically they will ask these types of questions from this topic. They will ask at least 15 to 20 questions, and many questions they will ask from PML Act 2017 because this act was amended, and from basically that portion they will ask many questions also. Clear? So we will discuss all these points one by one in our today's lecture. If we have sufficient time, then we also try to cover the information technology topic. So let's start with this topic. First of all, PMLA Act, what this act stands for. So PMLA Act 2002. So Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 was enacted to prevent money laundering. Basically, this act was enacted to prevent money laundering and to provide for the confiscation of property derived from. Clearly, basically, this act was enacted to prevent money laundering. First of all, I want to know from your side, what is the difference between black money and money laundering? Is these both are same or not? Because this question asked in basically interview conducted by ICICI Bank. As many of you have already aware that ICICI Bank hires directly from the market, clearly by the exam and 1 year course. Clear? So in this course, in that exam, one of my students asked, sir, they will ask me, first of all, they ask what is the full form of PMLA. And after that, when I explained that PMLA basically enacted to prevent money laundering, and on that, they ask one cross question, what is the difference between black money and money laundering? Please tell what is the difference between black money and money laundering. So basically, one of the motive of our classes is to discuss the important topics and concepts. Clear? And these topics are helpful for your examination and interview purpose. Clear? And banking professional knowledge. Clear? I will cover content. I will cover all the content regarding these fields so that you will not face any difficulty. Black money is basically illegal money, or I will check. Yes, black money is that money which is not entered through the banking system, or black money is basically illegal money. And on the black money, there is no tax paid. And black money is also basically where the source of the money is not traced. Clear? Basically, black money is that type of money in which no tax is paid. And what is money laundering? Basically, money laundering is converting black money into the white money. Clear? This is, or money laundering basically means converting the, basically it means converting the illegally earned money into the legitimate money. Clear? Hope now it clears to all of you what is the difference between black money and money laundering, and the person who manipulates this money and the person who manipulates this money is known as launderer. Clear? And the person who manipulates this money is known as launderer. Clear? So here one question arises. Anyone know what are the different steps? I will discuss. Wait a minute. I will add one more slide. Okay. I will discuss here. Anyone know what are the different steps in money laundering? as I will forget to include in the slide. Anyone know what are the different steps in money laundering? Yes, Pranav, you are right. First is placement, layering. I think all of you have earlier discussed, and integration. How many of you have already know this? Placement, layering, and integration. Is this topic earlier discussed by anyone with you? So that I skip these points. Otherwise, I will discuss in detail. Please tell. Is this topic earlier discussed in your banking professional classes or not? Okay. So I will start discuss regarding this. So we will discuss in detail. Don't worry. Students who are not aware regarding this. So the first step is placement. Next step is layering, and the third step is integration. Very, very important point, this one. As the students who are preparing for the JIB in the upcoming sessions, like in the December session, this is very important. They will ask 0.5 mark question basically from this. What are the different stages? Please tell in the sequence. So first is placement, second is layering, and the third is integration. Clearly, and same type of question is asked in your banking promotional exams. Clearly, very, very important topics, as all these basically all the topics which I have covered earlier are plays an important role, and the KYC role is very important. So first step is placement. What is the meaning of placement? So the placement basically in this process is the investment of black money in the market. Clearly, in the placement, basically what the launderer do, basically put the black money in the market. The launderer deposits the illegal money through different agents and banks in the form of cash by having a formal or informal agreement. Clearly, basically placement means put the money into the market. So सबसे पहले basically money को market में भेजा गया. Put the money into the market. And after that, what is the meaning of layering? Layering basically means in this process, in the layering process, the launderer hides his real income. Clear? In this, the launderer hides its real income, and he deposits funds. Basically, the funds are deposited, and it shows basically funds are deposited to investment in bonds, stocks. Clearly, basically, they will show that they invest these funds in the bonds, stocks. And in this process also, in the layering process also, launderer deposit their accounts in such countries basically where no source of income is revealed. Clearly, in many countries, they will not ask you where you earn this money. Clearly, they will deposit this money in that countries also. Clearly. So this is basically the meaning of layering. Layering basically means put the money into the bank accounts. And after that, when the money is put in the bank account, then the last step is the integration. Clearly, the money converts into the legal money. So starting the money is the illegal money, illegal earned money, and the final we get the legal earned money through the bank account. Clearly, in this way, the illegal money is converted into the legal money. These are the three steps: placement, layering, and integration. Like how many of you know the shell companies? We will discuss this with the help of example, shell companies. How many of you know regarding the shell companies? SHELL. Who student ask, they know. Yes, dummy companies or fake companies. Clearly, like basically those who are having interested in buying shares or equities, they know very well regarding the shell companies. Many shell companies basically launch their shares, and in the end we will know that the company is not existed in the actual. Clearly, like what shell companies do, basically shell companies acts like a real company. Shell companies acts like a real company, but in reality this company does not exist. Clearly, but in reality this company does not exist, and they take loan on the basically after registration basically, and they take loan on the behalf of these companies. Clearly, these companies not actually exist, and these companies are helpful in the money laundering. These types of companies, like how many of you know the incident of DHFL recently? I think last month incident, DHFL incident. Basically, this incident also that they will get the subsidy of the government by creating fake documents of the housing loan, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Clearly, they will create continuously fake housing loan documents, and in the end, they earned a lot of subsidy. Similarly, these shell companies also play that type of role. Hope it clears to all of you now. So now next move to the next point is money laundering. Offense of money laundering. There is no definition of money laundering in that. As we know that the PMLA Act is 2002. As such, there is no definition of money laundering in this act. But however, the section 3 of the act states that whosoever directly or indirectly attempts to indulge or knowingly exist or knowingly is a part of. Clearly, but section 3 of the act, what it says that whosoever, koi bhi, either directly or indirectly attempts to indulge, the person who tries to involve or knowingly exist, and he knows that this is money laundering and he assists, or knowingly is a party, or it is actually involved in any process or activity connected with the proceeds of crime, clearly connected with the proceeds of crime, and projecting it as an untainted property, clearly shall be guilty of offense of money laundering. Clearly, all persons who are doing any of the thing written above, all shall be guilty of offense of money laundering. Clear? So directly there is no definition of money laundering in the act, but in the section 3 they will explain all these things indirectly. Clear? So this type of question they will ask in the examination. So what is the answer of this question? The Prevention of Money Laundering Act was enacted with the following objectives. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act was enacted with the following objectives. A option is to prevent money laundering. B option is to provide for confiscation of property derived from money laundering. C option is to prevent the use of banking system for money laundering. D option is all of the above.